Howdy folks, welcome back to SnowRunner. We are on the Meteor map, picking up right where we left off. I have not done a thing since logging out of the last recording, which means the Kodiak and its flatbed are still laying in the mud over there. The pipe is in the lake over there, well, I guess it's a lake formed by the crater. So we have to run this Kraz over there with its crane. I'll run it up the bank, turn it around, come back, and then reach out and grab that thing, get it on the trailer and bring it back up here, and then just park it right back where it is, basically, until we need it. Then we'll jump into the other Kraz, grab the cement, and bring it down here. First thing I have to do, I suppose, every time you log off and log on again, your job, the current job you were working on, disappears, or it'll throw up whatever's next in line, or just changes the shit on you. So the concrete blocks is what it's asking for. But I want to deal with the pipe before turn on controller. Boom, boom, boom. Want to deal with the pipe before it ends up glitching out or something, saying I can't use it. But, you know, that might already be the case, given that I'm not putting it back on the vehicle that I picked it up with. Logged off since I picked it up. Turned off the tracking and turned it back on. There's any number of reasons that the game could say, oh, you can't use this, but we'll find out in the end. Probably throw a tow rope on the Yukon as I'm going by and just flip it over. All I should have to do is drive away. There she goes. Release the rope. Let's get the camera around here where I can make some use of it. I meant to swing wide on this corner so the Yukon wouldn't have to, so the trailing vehicle could stay in the path there. But when the Kraz got down on that concrete, on those concrete slabs, it wouldn't come back up. I meant to just dip down there for a matter of 10 feet and come straight back up, but it just kept following it. it wouldn't come back up. And then the whole ass end just spun sideways, and that's what took the Yukon over. I was doing good until the game didn't cooperate. I probably swung it a little too wide. Probably swung it a little wider than I needed to. Probably could have just disconnected the what do I keep saying? Yukon? Kodiak. I probably could have just disconnected the Kodiak before I went around the corner. You know, there's a dozen different scenarios. Lots of, you know, hindsight. You know, they say hindsight is 20/20. But I really intended to only dip onto that concrete for a couple of feet and come straight back up. Got it? Sometimes just hitting the spacebar, sometimes just hitting the spacebar will connect it. Other times, you have to hit the spacebar to tell it that you want to connect, and then you have to grab it with your mouse and lead it down there. And I think the difference is whether you play on the live server or you play on the public test server. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it is. Anyways, let's move on. Back. Restore crane. Change truck to the Kodiak because it's in my bloody way. I was just watching a dude called UK Gamer on YouTube. He was trying to play, well, he ordinarily plays SnowRunner on PS4, and he I'm just trying to keep it close to that edge so I have room to park both of them here. It keeps... Anyways, I'm probably too far away from the Kraz at this point to just jump into. I'm going to have to turn the map. I can't click on it when it's behind the map edge over there. Or behind the menu. But with all the, he couldn't get onto the PTS. He couldn't play the public test server at all. He bought a PC so he could test out mods. He obviously couldn't get mods on the PS4. Bought a PC so he could put out some mod content, and then just yesterday, I was watching a recording of it. Just yesterday, he started doing a live stream of the Yukon maps on the public test server, and he's calling it First Look, and you know, and I was, you know, I realize it is his first look, but I'm sitting there thinking, hey, dude, I've been doing this for weeks. He's talking about, I don't know what anything looks like. I've never played this, and I understand he's never played it. And there was a period when I had never played it. But I'm sitting there thinking, you want to know what's going on? Watch my videos. Let's jump to the other cras. My foot is sitting down here shaking. I jumping. Sometimes it's my hand, my right hand or my left hand. Today it's my right foot. I can't. I gotta hold it down with my left foot. Okay, she's running. I had a cup of coffee with some toast for breakfast because I ran out of milk 2 days ago and I've been too lazy to go to the store. Otherwise I'd have my cereal. And concrete blocks times 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And it says 3. I think, well, there's a way out the back. I think we can go all the way around. I think we've done that before. You know, if we just go out the back, we won't have to jump the guardrail and take more damage. Follow the pipeline, go through the shortcut. Yeah, I think we can do that. Out the back, go across the new bridge we built. Push that trailer out of the way. What I should do is just hook up to that trailer long enough to get rid of it. And then hook back up to this one. Because that is in the way. I think before I do that, get this trailer on a little straighter angle, so I look at that thing sit there and jump around. So I'm not trying to come at it from around the corner. God, now my brain is like, what am I supposed to be doing? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get under this trailer. This truck is so high, and that thing is sitting down in the nose because I already ran into it once. Can I get it like that? Yeah. Now go to the tools menu. Go to garage. Go to where the M747 is and double click and it's gone. Close the tools menu. Hook back up to the trailer I want. And then that trailer sitting in the way will no longer be sitting in the way. Come on, get out of there. There we go. And we're back. Close functions. We drove across the bridge that I rebuilt and I didn't even really take notice of it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Running the guardrail. Ah, it came back off. Good. I gotta remember, I've only got the M747 behind me, not that 8 spot. I don't need a mile to make these corners. I don't know, are you guys getting bored of seeing the crash jabors on every episode? Would you like some variety? I just, for me, it just gets the job done. Now that's the bottom line. And it does it well. How many times has this thing tipped over? I mean, it probably has, but I can't remember. A time that I've had to winch this thing back up onto the rubber. There probably has been when I was doing something stupid that I shouldn't have. I know I've done shit with this Kraz that would roll any other truck in the game. It's not the quickest. I mean, this is all out in 5th gear. But as I mentioned before, in the 10.4 patch, the Kraz lost some top speed. But now if I run it without a trailer, if I run it, if I bobtail, it's got the speed. Man, it takes off like a race car. But you put a trailer on it, and it's instantly like you know, you're always pulling. It's like you're always pulling 80,000 pounds, whether you are or you're not. I think with 10.4 they changed the trailer mechanics. I think they changed the mass on the trailers and the loads. And that is what's slowing the Kraz down. Because off camera, I've run these around, you know, from here to there. So it's typically I have one near where I need it, near enough where I need it that I just leave it there and I'll run it over to the right spot in the game. But occasionally it's too busted up. I'll return it to the garage. Off camera, I'll return it to the garage and then run it back to where I need it with no trailer on it. And it frickin' cruises. You know what, the camera slightly off center like it is. It's not switching camera position as I go across the bridges. Well, then if it were like, I don't know if I can get it there, you know, like dead center, like I normally run it. It's a little off to the side, and then it wasn't switching down to where I see nothing but tires and boards. Little wide. Don't want to get down on those concrete slabs again. Alright, I've got everything here to finish up pump station construction. And then I've got, if it didn't disappear between logging off and logging on, I've got a brand new mod sitting at the garage waiting to do radio tower. I have to cruise around and buy a trailer for it, and then go across the street to the supply depot and get the stuff to repair parts or whatever. I don't remember for sure. Alright, let's do some cargo management. Get around here where we can see everything. More importantly, take screenshots. I don't know why I do all these screenshots. I have like 500 or 600 screenshots that I have to keep moving to an external drive to get them off of my primary drive. And I keep intending someday to put them all on my Discord. It's just going to be such a major process to upload them all to the Discord with such a slow connection. Someday maybe I'll put a link to my Discord in the video description. Oh, I need to just close this and then get the pipe up here. Let me back this up out of the way. Alright, lock it down right there. Shut off the engine. Change truck. Back out the camera. It always zooms in too tight. Handbrake. And let's finish up this pump station construction. Alright. Unload. Cutscene. Cool. Awesome. Very good. We are making great progress. Hopefully it will be worth it. Yeah, hopefully. Huh? Stop engine. No idea where I'll need these trucks next at this point. I know we have a complete structure here now. We rebuilt the dock area there where the Kodiak is parked, and we rebuilt the pipeline, and we rebuilt the building. Let's go to the map and the garage. And I believe this is the one we want to jump into. There it is. What do you guys think of the color? It came black and I just left it black because it was easier than making a decision about trying to paint it something different. But I've seen it in other people's videos in kind of a champagne gold kind of color, which was real pretty. But for now, I'm torn between leaving it black or trying to do something a little nicer with it. But right now we just gotta move. Gotta move. Come on, give me contracts. Give me Tega Oil. Oh, Impact Craters 1 showed up. And Nice and Clean is open now. What I was working towards was getting Nice and Clean open. Because you had to do Nice and Clean in order to get... You had to do Nice and Clean in order to get Heavy Relic. But Nice and Clean was locked until you did the one that I just did. What's Impact Craters? Find the crater? I've been in the crater. Seismic module, vibrator module. Let's activate that. Maybe we can do it with the Duramax after radio tower. Let's start tracking and see, click on these and see where it says they are. Okay, there's crater. Oh, crater 2 is over here in the corner. I just delivered shit over there in the corner. Crater 2 is there. So where the hell is crater 1? Oh, crater 1 is way the hell over here. Well, what have I got parked over here? I've got a Chevy parked over there. You know what? Screenshot. Map. It's just up the road a little bit. To my right. We're going to do this in the slow blue can. as the one guy called it. Said that blue can is slow. How come it's not? I activated the tracking. I know I activated the tracking, but now it's not. It still isn't showing me a marker on the map, even though it should be right smack in front of me. That's weird. I'm right on top of it and the marker's not there. It said restart. Let's see if it shows up. Fuck no. I'm not going to waste time on this if it's going to be glitched out and not work right. Because I should be right on top of it. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be down in this little crater here. But I was sitting right in front of that and there was no marker there. Oops. And it's back on the rubber. Alright, I'm not going to waste any more time on that. Radio Tower 1. Activate. We have to get two service spare parts from the workshop supply right here and run them all the way up to the radio tower there. There is a trailer sitting here, but it only has one service spare part on it, not two. So what good is that? So let's pick up a little 2-spot scout service trailer. First, pick up a little 2-spot scout trailer and get this show on the road. No more getting distracted. This and that. I've got the biggest engine in this thing. But there is an engine. The stock engine is basically just a slightly detuned version of this engine. It still has S+ power. Scout flatbed times 2. Beautiful. Give that puppy 2. It still has basically a ton of power. It's just not quite as snappy. When you're pulling a trailer through heavy mud and stuff, you know, there isn't quite the same power there. Dang it. Bounced off of the dock. I basically have this truck sitting outside. Only I have, we're looking for service spare parts times 2. 1, 2. What I have is an extended cab 2500 HD with the 6-liter gas engine, where this is the 6.6-liter diesel engine, and it's a crew cab instead of an extended cab. This has the short bed on it. I have the 8-foot long bed. Mine is a 6-liter extended cab with the 8-foot bed. Otherwise, I have the same. And it's not a 4x4. Mine's a 2-wheel drive. So it's not, I mean, the suspension isn't jacked up, but I have the 2500 Ace Silverado, 2500 HD Silverado with extended cab and 8-foot bed and 6-liter gas. Which makes something like 380 foot-pounds of torque, 360 horsepower, something like that. I don't remember for sure. But I do know I'm going to, I turned the wrong way. I'm, you know, when do I not turn the wrong way? If I'm talking about something, instead of thinking about where I'm driving, that's my downfall. Alright, we'll get it that far and then we'll make adjustments along the way. No problem getting it there fast enough. In fact, you have to back off the throttle a little bit here and there to keep the trailer from getting too wild and flipping over, or keep the truck from getting too wild. I'm just nursing the throttle there, and whoa, we almost lost the trailer. I could maybe stand to go in the XML file and put my little personal touch on the steering sensitivity. I think the steering's a little oversensitive. Plus, when it doesn't help when the rear tires start to spin and the ass end ends up pointing the front end in the wrong direction. Woo! Trailer's going crazy. We're at a Y here, so let's, yeah, follow it to the left up the hill. Sometimes I have to do a real lot of steering input to try and straighten it out. And other times, it just cruises right along. I think it's maybe the ruts in the road. Variations in terrain. You have a couple choice of really beefy tires. These are the mud boggers. The other choice is I think it's a Michelin XT or something, but it's a Baja tire. Yeah, the shoulders of the tire are more rounded off. The tread depth is not quite as deep. It's made for more of a, well, you know what a Baja circuit looks like. It's basically, you know, it's 80% hard pack and, you know, with some sandy areas and maybe some water or mud thrown in a little here and there. And you run it full throttle, basically, the whole course. So they're made for the Baja radials are made for handling the mud, deep sand, and stuff like that when you happen upon it. But they're also made for running 100 miles an hour across hard pack. I thought for my purpose that the mud bogger would be more appropriate. Although, when you look at the tires, both wheels have exactly the same ratings. Mud, off-road, on-road, stuff like that. They have exactly the same ratings. So it's just a personal preference. Both tires are going to do exactly the same thing in the game. I have not been into the XML file, so I don't know exactly what the friction ratings are set at. One tire might have a little different mud friction or asphalt friction than the other. I don't know. I just know that in the menu, in the customized menu, both wheels say excellent. Let's slow the wheel speed down a little bit and we'll get through this a little easier. Let's try some S Plus now. See if that helps or hurts. It's not really an advantage over just low. I mean low plus, not S plus. S plus is the power rating. I get things mixed up. As long as you guys can figure out what I'm talking about. Ooh, this ain't good. Try and give it some more power and maybe spin our way out of it. There we go. Had to get free of that one frickin' root. And we're moving again. I need to winch over to the side, get out of this mud. Now let me check, but I believe I have to take this turn. Yeah, wouldn't really be such a dramatic turn, except that I'm not really on the road right now. Oh, stay up. Huh. The truck was fine, but the trailer was getting a little wild there. I can't pick shit up off the ground with no crane. That would be a serious time-consuming setback. That would be shut off the video until I get it fixed. At which point it was doing exactly nothing for me, but I in the end it climbed out of it. See, it does not run out of power. There is no problem in that area. It does not run out of power. And that, boys and girls, is the Duramax. as I record this, I'm uploading a little 35-minute review on this where I customize it and I take it out and I play around in the mud a little bit and I roll it a couple, 3 times. But that actually wasn't the fault of the truck. That was my fault because I tried to go rambling over a bunch of trees and the trees made it tip over. You know, another time I ran it down into a steep gully where I could have had it up on the flat ground and it would have been perfectly fine, you know. Just trying to test out its limits. But anyways, we're in this video now. We're not in the review video. So let's hit unload. Do that. Take our money. And radio tower is done. And that, boys and girls, is a wrap, as they say. That's 56 minutes. And we got 2 jobs done. We finished one that we started in the last video, and this is a new job, and tried to do that location thing, but it wouldn't work. So we'll move on. Maybe at some point that thing will decide to start working. Maybe it won't. But there's lots of other jobs. Thanks for watching. See you next time.